I want to begin today's video by telling you about someone I deeply respect, a former patient who became a good friend of mine, Robert. Robert is 67. He lives in a quiet suburb of Michigan and used to be a skilled carpenter before retiring a few years back. He loves the outdoors, enjoys gardening, and every night, like clockwork, he'd listen to smooth jazz before bed. A lovely habit, really. But then, one day, in his own words, my body just forgot how to sleep. It started with restless nights, then waking up for no reason in the middle of the night. First it was one night, then two, until it became his life. Robert told me he would wake up 3 or 4 times every single night. He'd glance at the clock, 2:15, then 3:47, then 5:10. Even when he closed his eyes and stayed still, his mind stayed wide awake like a switch had jammed and wouldn't turn off. He tried everything: melatonin, lavender oils, herbal teas, binaural sleep music. Nothing helped. Eventually he saw a doctor and was prescribed sleeping pills. At first the pills helped him fall asleep faster, but after a few weeks something changed. He felt sluggish during the day. His thoughts became cloudy. He started forgetting simple things. Then one night, while getting up to use the restroom, he slipped and fell down the stairs. I'll never forget the look in his eyes when he told me, "I just want to sleep," without trading away my clarity or safety. Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 Americans over 60 are now taking sleep aids regularly? According to the CDC 2021, chronic sleep medication use among older adults is linked to a 44% increase in risk of nighttime falls, short-term memory loss, and more alarmingly, double the risk of cognitive decline after just 2 years of continuous use. The problem is, sleeping pills don't give you natural deep sleep. They simply sedate the brain, turning off the light switch, so to speak, but preventing you from entering healthy sleep cycles. And worse, the more you use them, the more your body depends on them, and the harder it becomes to sleep without them. Robert wasn't expecting a miracle, but one night, almost as an afterthought, he did something simple. He peeled a small clove of garlic and slipped it inside his pillowcase. That night, for the first time in nearly 3 years, he slept through till morning. It wasn't magic, but something shifted. His body felt calmer. His breathing slowed. His mind no longer raced when his head hit the pillow. Within a week, he had stopped taking sleeping pills altogether. As a sleep and geriatric health doctor for over 30 years, let me tell you something honestly. Sometimes the best solution isn't in a pill bottle. Sometimes it's sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet. Garlic, a humble, everyday spice, is now gaining serious attention from the scientific community for its surprising effects on sleep quality. For thousands of years, ancient traditions from China, Egypt, and India have used garlic to calm the nerves, regulate heartbeat, ease the mind into deeper sleep. Modern studies now support this. Garlic contains several compounds that directly affect your central nervous system, such as allicin helps lower blood pressure and relax blood vessels, S-allylcysteine, SAC promotes serotonin production, GABA, a natural neurotransmitter that helps your brain feel calm and safe enough to sleep. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that aged garlic extract significantly reduced anxiety and improved sleep quality in older adults after just 2 weeks of consistent use. So in today's video, I want to share with you, not as a doctor, but as someone who's walked beside hundreds of patients, 4 natural, gentle, and doctor-backed ways to use garlic at home. No pills, no machines, just everyday healing, and especially Method #4, which helped many of my patients sleep better in just 5-7 days. At the end of this video, I'll show you a special way to use black garlic, a fermented superfood that increases serotonin, protects your brain, and naturally extends deep sleep. You won't just sleep better, you'll wake up clearer, brighter, more you. And best of all, you'll no longer fear losing sleep again. Sleep doesn't disappear, it just gets interrupted by small things you can change. And sometimes one small clove of garlic can be the beginning of a long, deep, peaceful night. In the next part, we'll uncover the science behind this, why garlic, of all things, can influence your nervous system and naturally support deep, healthy sleep over 60. Are you ready? Let's begin this gentle journey to sleeping well again without pills. When most people think of garlic, they picture its strong smell or maybe a rustic dish like garlic soup, honey-infused cloves, or a warm bowl of porridge with garlic. But few realize this. Inside each little clove is a powerhouse of natural compounds, some of which may directly influence how well you sleep. And if you've struggled with insomnia, you'll understand. One full night of peaceful sleep can feel like a miracle. When you crush or slice fresh garlic, it releases a compound called allicin. That's the strong smell you notice, yes, but it's also the beginning of something extraordinary. Allicin is known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects, but even more fascinating, it calms the nervous system. It helps relax your blood vessels, slows your heart rate, and reduces the overactivity of the sympathetic nervous system, the very system that kicks in when you're anxious, alert, or tossing and turning at 2:00 a.m. Once that system winds down, your body starts producing a hormone that unlocks the door to sleep. Serotonin is a brain chemical that helps regulate your mood, memory, and, you guessed it, sleep. But here's something most people don't realize. Serotonin is the very building block your body uses to make melatonin, the sleep hormone that tells your brain when it's time to rest. When your serotonin levels are balanced, your body receives the natural signal to slow down. Melatonin is released at just the right time, and you drift off to sleep effortlessly. But when serotonin is thrown off by stress, aging, or poor nutrition, the opposite happens. Falling asleep becomes harder. You wake up multiple times at night even if you slept. You feel drained in the morning. Fresh garlic only contains allicin for a short time after it's crushed. But black garlic, which is fermented slowly over 80 to 90 days in a warm, humid environment, contains something even more special: S-allylcysteine, SAC, a water-soluble antioxidant that can cross the blood-brain barrier and reach the hypothalamus, the area of your brain that controls sleep and emotional regulation. In a 2021 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology, researchers found that SAC helped calm the nervous system, reduce oxidative stress in the brain, and improve sleep quality in aged mice modeled after older adults. SAC doesn't just help you fall asleep, it protects your brain cells from the wear and tear of aging. That's a big deal, especially for people over 60, when the nervous system becomes more sensitive and sleep cycles become more fragile. Another study in the Journal of Medicinal Food, 2022, found that seniors who took aged garlic extract for just 2 weeks experienced deeper, more restful sleep, lower anxiety levels, and all without taking a single sleeping pill. Fresh garlic, aged garlic, or garlic in vinegar, which is best for sleep, Type of garlic benefits limitations: fresh garlic rich in allicin, easy to find, strong smell, short acting, can irritate the stomach. Pickled garlic mild, long shelf life, may lose potency when soaked in acid like vinegar. Unclear effects on the nervous system. Black garlic high in SAC, gentle, easy to digest, odorless, more expensive, harder to make at home. So, if your goal is to calm the nervous system, boost serotonin, and improve sleep in the long run, black garlic is the best option. Why garlic helps you sleep: allicin in fresh garlic soothes the nerves and improves blood flow. SAC in black garlic goes even deeper, boosting serotonin and encouraging natural melatonin production. Together, they bring your body into a state of peaceful readiness for sleep. No addiction, no brain fog, no damage to your liver or nervous system. Garlic isn't just a spice. It might just be the missing link between your body and the good night's sleep you've been waiting for. In the next part, I'll show you the first of 4 simple ways to use garlic for sleep, starting with a method so gentle you can do it tonight with nothing more than a clove and the pillow beneath your head. It may sound odd, but the results have surprised even longtime skeptics. Method 1. The garlic under the pillow tradition, a gentle path back to sleep. 1 small clove of garlic can do what sleeping pills often fail to do: bring peace to the mind. Dr. Jame, sleep specialist and senior wellness expert, Shirley lives alone in the suburbs of Florida. She's retired, has grandkids who visit often, but for the last 8 years, sleep had been her biggest struggle. Every night she'd wake up at least 3 times, sometimes from a racing heartbeat, sometimes from a quiet, nameless worry. She tried herbal teas, bedtime yoga, even low-dose sedatives, but still, she never made it through the night without waking. One afternoon, flipping through an old wellness magazine, she reads something odd. The scent of garlic under your pillow may calm the nervous system and ease sleep. She thought to herself, well, what do I have to lose? That night, she placed a peeled garlic clove under her pillow, and to her surprise, she only woke up once. By the 3rd night, she slept from 10 p.m. straight through to 5:30 a.m. No panic, no nightmares, no waking. She opened her eyes, saw the sunlight, checked the clock, and quietly began to cry. Just a single clove of garlic, doctor, and it brought me back to the kind of sleep I hadn't known since I was young. Why does this work? Garlic scent and your limbic system. When you peel a fresh garlic clove, it releases allicin, a powerful sulfur-based compound with a sharp aroma. But that scent isn't just strong, it's therapeutic. Here's what happens when you place garlic under your pillow. The scent travels through the air and stimulates the limbic system, the emotional and memory center of the brain. It soothes the amygdala, the part responsible for fear and anxiety. It signals the pineal gland to begin releasing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. It helps balance serotonin, the neurotransmitter that keeps your mind steady and relaxed. No, it's not as fast as a pill, but it works gently, naturally, and without dependency. How to do it at home? You'll need 1 fresh garlic clove, not sprouted or moldy, a soft tissue or small piece of clean cloth, your regular pillowcase. Instructions: peel and rinse the garlic clove, then pat it dry. Wrap it loosely in tissue or cloth if you prefer not to have it touch your pillow directly. Place it in the corner of your pillow, near where your head usually rests. Replace the garlic clove every 1-2 nights to ensure freshness and potency. A few precautions: never use garlic that's moldy or sprouted. It may cause respiratory irritation. If you're sensitive to smells, wrap the garlic in 2 layers or place it slightly farther from your head. For those with chronic sinus issues or asthma, try it gently for a few nights before making it a habit. Our bodies follow a natural rhythm, the circadian rhythm. By placing garlic under your pillow every night before bed, you're sending a gentle, repeating signal to your brain. It's time to rest now. And when your brain receives that message at the right time, serotonin rises, melatonin follows, and sleep returns in the kindest way possible. You might think, how can something as small as garlic make a real difference? But I've seen countless older patients, just like Shirley, rediscover peaceful sleep simply by adopting this tiny tradition. If this first method uses scent to guide your mind into rest, then method 2 takes it a step further by stimulating pressure points on your feet that activate circulation and calm the nervous system from within. In the next part, I'll show you how to gently massage a specific sleep acupoint with crushed garlic, a method rooted in both Eastern wisdom and Western science. Let's explore method 2, applying garlic to the Yonquin point, a sleep secret you may have never heard of. If the garlic under the pillow wasn't strong enough for you, this next step might be exactly what your body's been waiting for. Dr. Jame, integrative sleep specialist for seniors in traditional Eastern medicine. The bottom of your feet isn't just for walking. It's home to some of the most powerful nerve endings and acupressure points in the body. One of those points, the Yonquin point, also known as Kidney 1, sits in the center of your sole, right in the softest, deepest part of your foot. It's often called the gateway of energy flow, and it connects directly to the autonomic nervous system, which controls heart rate, relaxation, and yes, sleep. When gently stimulated, this point can calm the sympathetic nervous system, which triggers tension and insomnia. Lower blood pressure naturally help the body enter a state of deep relaxation before bed. In a small clinical trial in California, 2022, researchers tested a simple home remedy on 23 older men, aged 65-78, who suffered from chronic insomnia. Each night for 5 nights, they applied warm, crushed garlic to the soles of the participants' feet. The results: 16 of them reported deeper sleep, with an average of 58 more minutes of uninterrupted rest. 11 of them woke up feeling lighter and more refreshed, not groggy like before. No serious side effects, just mild warming or tingling in 2 individuals. The researchers called it a low-risk, low-cost intervention. Something safe, affordable, and absolutely worth trying before resorting to medication. How to try it at home. What you'll need: 3 to 5 fresh garlic cloves, a bowl of warm water, soft gauze or thin cloth optional, medical tape to keep the cloth in place. Instructions: soak your feet in warm water for a few minutes. This helps relax the blood vessels and opens up absorption. Peel and crush the garlic until it forms a soft paste. Apply a small amount of the paste directly to the softest center of your sole, the Yonquin point. Cover with gauze or cloth and gently tape if needed. Don't press too tightly. Leave it on for 10-15 minutes. Then wipe off with a warm, damp towel. Do this 2 to 3 times per week, preferably about 1 hour before bedtime. Don't use too much garlic. It's hot by nature and can irritate sensitive skin. Avoid tight wrapping. Seniors often have thinner skin that's more delicate. If you feel itching, redness, or a burning sensation, stop immediately and rinse with cool water. If you have diabetes or poor circulation in the legs, always consult your doctor first before trying this method. What I've seen in my own patients is that after just 1-2 weeks of garlic foot applications, many of them didn't just sleep better. They also felt less bloated at night, noticed fewer cold hands and feet, experienced less pre-sleep anxiety or floating worries that used to keep them awake. One gentleman once told me, "Doctor, garlic doesn't just add flavor to dinner. It added peace to my nights. Just 15 minutes in the evening, a little garlic, a little patience, and a heart ready to welcome back restful sleep." Now that you've seen how garlic can help from the outside, let me show you a special drink that works from within. In the next part, we'll explore an ancient but modern fusion, a soothing glass of warm garlic milk with honey, a natural bedtime tonic backed by both Eastern tradition and emerging Western research. Let's step into method 3, garlic honey milk, coming right up. When your stomach is warm, your heart is calm, and your mind stops racing. That's when the body finally says, "I'm ready to rest." Dr. Jame Mr. Glenn lives in Ohio. He's been retired for over 5 years. Ever since he lost his wife, sleep has never come easy. Even with a consistent routine, he often woke up at 2 or 3 a.m. and just stared at the ceiling, unable to fall back asleep. One evening, his granddaughter, a second-year medical student, made him a cup of garlic honey milk before bed. He chuckled and said, "Garlic and milk, sweetheart, that sounds like a dare, not a drink." But he drank it anyway because he didn't want to disappoint her. The next morning, he slept straight through until after 6 a.m., no strange dreams, no groggy head, no sudden awakenings. This remedy combines ancient wisdom and modern science. Garlic anti-inflammatory, boosts serotonin, supports nerve balance. Warm milk provides tryptophan, a building block of melatonin. Raw honey helps stabilize nighttime blood sugar and soothe the nervous system, according to the Nutrition and Sleep Research Journal, 2023. A combination of tryptophan-rich milk and the polyphenols in garlic can shorten the time it takes to fall asleep and reduce nighttime awakenings in adults over 60. The recipe: garlic honey sleep milk. Ingredients: 4-5 fresh garlic cloves, peeled, crushed or thinly sliced. 1 cup, 250 ml, unsweetened milk, dairy or unsweetened nut milk. 1 teaspoon raw honey. How to make: add the crushed garlic to a small pot with the milk. Heat gently for 10-15 minutes on low heat, just until the milk simmers and takes on aroma. Let it cool to a warm temperature, about 104 degrees F/40 degrees C, comfortably warm to the touch. A stir in the honey. Do not add honey while milk is still hot. Drink 1 cup 30-60 minutes before bedtime. Repeat for 3-5 nights to feel noticeable results. Why it works. Ingredient key sleep benefit: garlic increases serotonin, reduces stress, aids nighttime digestion. Milk rich in tryptophan. Right arrow boosts melatonin. Right arrow encourages deeper sleep. Honey helps stabilize blood sugar. Right arrow prevents sudden wake-ups, calms the nervous system. Can't tolerate dairy: use unsweetened almond or walnut milk. Sensitive to garlic: start with 2-3 cloves and increase slowly. Use fresh raw garlic only. No aged, black, or pickled garlic for this recipe. Avoid if you have severe acid reflux, gastric ulcers, or lactose allergy. In a small in-clinic survey with 17 seniors, Ages 60-80, struggling with sleep. 12 reported falling asleep faster and sleeping deeper after 3-5 nights. 9 noticed reduced bloating and better digestion in the evening. 14 described feeling clear-headed and peaceful. The next morning, no one experienced serious side effects, a 72-year-old gentleman told me. "Doctor, I drink this little cup every night now before bed. It feels like someone's finally taking care of me again. And somehow, that helps me rest." A small habit with a big impact. This isn't just a drink. It's a ritual of calm. It tells your body, the day is done, you're safe now. And sometimes that soft reassurance is all your nervous system needs to fall asleep. No pills, no pressure. If you love the warmth of a garlic sleep drink, you're going to be fascinated by what's next. Black garlic, a naturally aged, fermented superfood that's being called the brain's nighttime guardian. According to a 2024 study, just a few grams a day may boost natural serotonin by up to 35% and support deep restorative sleep in older adults. Let's explore why thousands of seniors in Japan, Korea, and Europe are turning to black garlic every night, not just to sleep better, but to live longer, stronger, and with more peace of mind. Stay with me for black garlic, the sleep food of longevity. I no longer wake up at 2 a.m., and the miracle is I didn't need a single pill. Mr. Thomas, 72. Mr. Thomas, a retired electrical engineer living in Seattle, used to have a perfect sleep routine, asleep by 10 p.m., awake by 6 a.m. sharp. But aging, the emotional toll of his wife's stroke, and the habit of late-night coffee caught up with him. One by one, they robbed him of peaceful sleep. For 6 long years, he tried everything: prescription sleeping pills, meditation, sound machines, yoga, but nothing ever lasted more than 2 weeks. Until one day, a Korean-American doctor friend handed him a jar of fermented cloves. "This is black garlic," his friend said. "It doesn't knock your body out. It gently convinces your nerves it's time to rest." Mr. Thomas gave it a shot. After 3 days, he felt sleepier at night. After 7 days, he stopped waking up in the middle of the night. After 10 days, he woke up at 6 a.m., clear-headed, no grogginess, no caffeine needed. Black garlic isn't a different species. It's regular garlic that's been naturally fermented for 80-90 days in a warm, humid environment, 60-75 degrees C. This process transforms its biology. Here are the 3 key compounds that make black garlic a natural sleep ally. S-allylcysteine, SAC, water-soluble, easily absorbed, boosts natural serotonin. Right arrow supports melatonin production, reduces neural inflammation, improves brain circulation. GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid, a calming neurotransmitter, acts as the brain's natural brake pedal. Reducing overstimulation helps you fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Melanoidin gives black garlic its dark color and sweet-sour flavor, a powerful antioxidant that fights oxidative stress, supports cellular repair, and restores your body's natural sleep rhythm. According to the Journal of Aging and Sleep Wellness, 2024, a clinical trial with 72 adults aged 65-80 using black garlic daily found serum serotonin increased by an average of 35%. After 14 days, 87% of participants reduced night awakenings. 91% reported waking up with a lighter mind and clearer focus. This was one of the first studies to show that black garlic could support sleep without the need for sedatives. How to use black garlic correctly. Time of day. Recommended dose. Safety notes. Morning, 1-2 cloves after waking supports healthy blood pressure. Gently awakens the nervous system. Evening, 1-2 cloves. 30 minutes before dinner. Prepares serotonin for nighttime melatonin production. Chew slowly and mindfully, then sip warm water. Use daily for 10-14 days to feel the full effect. Who should be cautious? Those with liver disease, hepatitis, cirrhosis. Right arrow. Consult your doctor first. Individuals on blood thinners or anticoagulants. Avoid alcohol-infused black garlic if you have stomach ulcers, high blood pressure, or are abstaining from alcohol. I don't nap during the day anymore because I sleep so well at night. Linda, 70, I've been off sleeping pills for 3 months now. I can't even remember why I thought I needed them. Henry, 76, the beauty of it is, I don't depend on black garlic, but when I take it regularly, I just feel better, body and mind. Rosie, 68, no forcing the body to shut down. No drugging the nervous system. Black garlic simply creates the ideal internal environment for your body to return to its natural rhythm, and that is something no pill can truly replace. We've now explored 4 gentle, safe, and powerful ways to use garlic to reclaim deep, natural sleep. No dependency, no forcing, no fear. But have you ever wondered, why does your body need a pill to sleep in the first place? And when you do take that pill, are you truly sleeping? Or just losing consciousness? Millions of seniors today believe that sleeping pills are the safest escape. But the truth is, sleeping pills don't solve insomnia. They only mask it. And sometimes the cost is far too high. In part 4, I'll share with you what few doctors openly admit. The hidden dangers of sleeping pills, why they might be making your health worse, and why natural methods should be your first choice, not your last resort. Stay with me. We're just getting to the heart of it. Dangerous misunderstandings about sleeping pills in older adults. Sleep should never come from a pill. It should come from balance within. Dr. Jame, not long ago during a routine follow-up, a widow named Margaret, 71 years old, living alone in Pennsylvania, looked at me and said in almost a whisper, like she was confessing a sin, "Doctor, I know sleeping pills aren't good for me, but without them, I'm afraid I won't sleep at all." I looked into her eyes, tired, yes, but still holding a glimmer of hope. And in that moment, it hit me. Millions of seniors in America aren't just afraid of insomnia. They're afraid that without pills, they may never sleep again. There's something I want you, yes, you reading this, to understand with complete clarity. Sleeping pills don't heal insomnia. They only shut your brain off temporarily. And unlike natural sleep, they reduce the deepest stage of sleep, the very part your brain and body need most to recover and renew. Common side effects that are too often overlooked: short-term memory loss. Medications like benzodiazepines or zolpidem can cause confusion, disorientation, and forgetfulness, especially in older adults. Nighttime falls. These pills can impair reflexes and cause dizziness if you wake up suddenly. That means a simple trip to the bathroom can turn into a dangerous fall, hip fractures, head trauma, or even internal bleeding. Digestive issues. Some sleeping meds slow down digestion, leading to bloating, constipation, and loss of appetite. Silent dependency. The longer you take them, the less effective they become. So, without realizing it, you increase the dose, and soon, your body forgets how to sleep without them. According to the CDC's 2020 report, over 1.3 million Americans over 60 are hospitalized each year due to complications or accidents related to sleeping pills. That number doesn't even include the millions silently struggling with side effects like mental fog, fatigue, depression, and addiction. As we age, our liver and kidneys process medications more slowly, meaning sleeping pills stay in your system longer and build up over time. Combine that with the fact that many seniors are already taking medications for blood pressure, diabetes, osteoporosis, and now you've got a recipe for unexpected drug interactions and dangerous side effects. As a doctor, I don't dismiss the role of sleeping pills entirely. They have a place in cases like severe insomnia leading to depression, emotional trauma, or recent loss post-surgical pain or chronic illness, but these pills should be a temporary crutch, not the pillow you rely on for the rest of your life. Because true sleep cannot be forced. It must be gently invited back through rhythm, care, and internal healing. And garlic, as we've seen in the last 4 methods, is one of the gentlest, most natural ways to begin that journey. If you're dependent on sleeping pills right now, please don't blame yourself. You are simply trying to get through the night. That in itself is an act of courage. But also, don't stop there. Start with small steps. A clove of garlic under your pillow, a cup of warm milk an evening without screens, one deep, slow breath before bed. These little things remind your body that sleep doesn't need to be commanded. It simply needs to be remembered. So now that we've explored 4 powerful garlic-based methods for natural sleep, who should use them? And who should be cautious? In Part 5, I'll walk you through who should speak to a doctor before trying garlic-based sleep aids, specific health conditions to watch out for, and how to gently, safely begin the journey of easing off sleeping pills with clarity, kindness, and science on your side. Let's continue. Because sleep deserves compassion, and so does your body. Even natural remedies, when used the wrong way or by the wrong person, can cause harm. Mary, age 76, came in for a follow-up visit. She'd been experiencing bloating, chest discomfort, and some trouble sleeping. She looked at me and said, "Doctor, I've been drinking raw garlic water every morning. I saw it online and thought it would help my sleep." But after nearly 10 days, her symptoms worsened. She had severe indigestion, heartburn, and even poorer sleep. She shook her head, sighed, and said, "I thought garlic was good for everyone, but I guess it's not that simple. Garlic is powerful, but not suitable for everyone. Yes, garlic is a natural powerhouse. Compounds like allicin, SAC, GABA, and melanoidin can support sleep, heart health, and immunity. But when used by the wrong person, in the wrong form, or at the wrong time, garlic can irritate, interfere, or even intensify underlying issues. So let me walk you through who should be cautious, so you or your loved ones can use it wisely and safely. If you're taking blood thinners, garlic, especially raw or fermented black garlic, has natural blood thinning effects. If you're already taking medications like warfarin, Coumadin, clopidogrel, Plavix, high-dose aspirin, consuming too much garlic may raise your risk of bruising, prolonged nosebleeds, or even internal bleeding. You can still use garlic, but keep the dose low and take it hours apart from your medication. Best to consult your doctor before starting. If you have stomach issues, GERD, ulcers, acid reflux, raw garlic or undercooked garlic can irritate the stomach lining, cause burning in the chest or upper abdomen, worsen acid reflux, bloating, or indigestion. Opt for cooked garlic, black garlic, or warm garlic honey milk to reduce harshness. Avoid garlic water or raw garlic on an empty stomach. If you have low blood pressure or take BP meds, garlic has a gentle blood pressure lowering effect. If you have chronic low blood pressure or take meds like lisinopril, amlodipine, metoprolol, combining high doses of garlic with these meds could drop your pressure too low, causing dizziness, fatigue, or fainting upon standing. Start slow. Begin with just 1 clove per day and monitor your blood pressure closely for 5-7 days. Split the dose between morning and evening. If you have liver concerns or elevated liver enzymes, some studies suggest raw garlic or alcohol-infused garlic can interfere with liver enzyme processing, especially if used excessively. Avoid garlic soaked in alcohol if you have liver issues. Cooked garlic or black garlic may still be fine, but in small doses and with periodic liver checks. If you have allergies or a sensitive digestive system, some individuals may be allergic to allium family foods, garlic, onion, leek, or suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, gas, bloating, or diarrhea from raw garlic. Start with tiny amounts. Prioritize cooked or black garlic. If you notice rash, diarrhea, or heat sensitivity, pause use and retry gently after a few weeks. Your garlic safety map: health condition, best garlic type, avoid healthy adults any type, prefer cooked. Excess raw garlic, stomach ulcers / GERD, black garlic, garlic milk, raw garlic, alcohol-infused garlic, low blood pressure, cooked garlic, 1-2 HRS from meds, high-dose raw garlic, liver disease, black garlic in small doses, alcohol-infused garlic on blood thinners, small amounts of cooked or black garlic, large raw doses. Please don't be afraid of garlic. Just listen to your body, honor your limits, and choose the right form for you. Natural sleep doesn't come in a pill. It begins with tiny choices made gently, consistently, and with kindness. Have you ever struggled with sleep for so long that you wondered if you'd ever rest naturally again? In the next, I'll share deeply personal stories from people who once felt hopeless, lost in a fog of pills and sleepless nights, until they found a softer, safer, more hopeful path forward. You're not alone, and your healing journey might just be beginning. Real stories from my patients. When sleep came back, life bloomed again. We didn't just sleep better, we started living again. Story 1: Alice, age 70. I thought sleep was lost forever. Alice was a retired school teacher from Minnesota. She had always lived a disciplined, optimistic life, but after the sudden death of her husband, she spiraled into nearly 4 years of chronic insomnia. I didn't sleep. I just lay there and cried. Every single night, she became dependent on sleeping pills. The doses increased. Every morning she woke up groggy, heart racing, her mind foggy. She felt like she was just surviving, not really living. Then a friend from her yoga class gently suggested she try a simple remedy: warm garlic honey milk. At first, she resisted. I hated the smell of garlic, she said, but then she thought, I've swallowed handfuls of pills. Why should I fear a small glass of milk? Within 5 days, she slept 6 full hours without medication. By the end of 2 weeks, she had stopped taking sleeping pills completely. I didn't just sleep again, I smiled again. Story 2: William, age 76. Sleep is why I'm still alive. William, a former U.S. military veteran, lived alone in Texas. The trauma of war left him with severe anxiety and sleep disorder. I was afraid of the night. It dragged me back into memories I never asked for. He took 2 sleeping pills every night, but still woke up at 3:00 a.m., soaked in cold sweat. His body was tired, his mind exhausted. Then a traditional medicine doctor suggested he try black garlic, 1 clove every morning, 1 every evening before dinner. I thought the doctor was crazy, but I had nothing left to lose. Week 1, his digestion improved, his heartbeat stabilized. Week 2, he slept from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. No nightmares. Week 4, he quit the pills, began meditating, and started a sleep journal. Sleep isn't just rest, it's resurrection. Story 3, Helen, age 82. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a return to life. Helen lived in California with her granddaughter. At 82, she believed good sleep belonged to her younger years. At my age, getting 3 hours a night is already lucky. She woke up 4 times each night, short of breath, heart pounding, but she was terrified of sleeping pills. Her husband once fell from a dizzy spell caused by one. So, her granddaughter placed a small garlic clove under her pillow. After 3 nights, she slept from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. without interruption. After 10 days, she could fall back asleep, something that hadn't happened in over a decade. That tiny clove gave me back warm mornings again. I've walked alongside hundreds of seniors in my 30-plus years of practice. Some lost sleep due to aging, others due to trauma, loss, or the quiet weight of worry. But here's what they all had in common. They believed they had no more options. But in truth, they'd never been shown the right one. According to the Sleep Foundation, 2023, 71% of adults over 60 can improve their sleep by changing lifestyle and natural support. Natural herbs like garlic, chamomile, honey, and warm milk reduce nighttime awakenings by 46% in just 2 weeks. 63% sleep better by pairing one small change with a calming habit before bed. Not everyone is like William, Helen, or Alice. But if you've ever thought sleep is no longer meant for me, then maybe these stories can gently remind you you have the right to restful sleep at any age, and you deserve it. We've come a long way from learning how garlic calms the nervous system to specific ways to use it, to safety warnings and real-life transformation. But in the next and final part, I want to share the single most important truth that 30 years of being a doctor has taught me about sleep. Sleep cannot be forced. It must be invited back. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It's a natural right, a silent healer, and a gift you deserve to receive every single night. There was a time I believed insomnia was just a medical issue. But after decades of being a doctor, I've learned something deeper. Healing sleep is often about healing unrest in the human heart. Every patient I've met, from the elderly woman who wakes in the night from loneliness to the war veteran haunted by memories, they didn't need more pills. They needed someone to take their hand and remind them, your body still knows how to sleep. It's just waiting for the path to be gently lit again. A garlic clove tucked under your pillow, a warm glass of honey garlic milk before bed, a quiet evening without screens or noise. A simple, silent gesture that tells your body, you're safe now, you can rest. Sleep is a gift you don't need anyone's permission to receive. You don't need a prescription. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need tech gadgets strapped to your wrist. What you need is patience, a bit of understanding, and above all, kindness toward yourself. Because when you're kind to your body is kind in return. And sleep, that most natural gift, will come back, slowly, gently, and it will stay. If you've ever lost faith in your ability to sleep, if you've ever thought, at my age, maybe good sleep just isn't meant for me anymore, then I hope this video quietly rewrote that belief. No one is ever too old to begin again. Sleep, like peace, We'll return to those who are willing to open their ear if this video brought you comfort. If you felt seen, heard, or gently healed in some way, please tap like to help share this message of hope with other seniors still silently struggling each night. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me, a doctor who always listens, always leads with science but never forgets the heart, then hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and visit the channel daily for more natural, gentle, and life-honoring ways to sleep better, live stronger, and feel joyful again. You're not just a viewer, you're part of a healing community, and I'm honored to walk this path beside you until we meet again in the next video, where we'll continue to heal the little parts of life with knowledge, with compassion, and with deep love for ourselves. May you rest deeply tonight and rise into a brighter tomorrow.